Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a build, I should say speed build for the Charm family, like I promised. Again, I'm still kind of working on being a better builder, so obviously if you have any tips or tricks you see that I missed or that would help this build, I am all ears. But I definitely wanted this to be kind of an Art Nouveau, whimsy goth vibe for them. I kind of have this thing in my mind where lore-wise or headcanon-wise, Minerva might have some dark secrets in her past, you know? She's trying to, be good for her family, but there might be something going on in the background. She might have done some things she's less proud of. I don't know. In my mind, she's got like a little twinge of darkness, so I want that to reflect in this home, but you'll see that when we get into kind of maybe the color concepts later. I tried my best to look up like Art Nouveau and Second Empire architecture inspiration. The problem with searching like Art Nouveau on Pinterest is that it's a lot of AI. I'll pause here so I can kind of show you the problem with what I was looking for. There is some great stuff out there, but the biggest problem is that Art Nouveau uses a lot of really like natural and flowing architecture, and you just can't do that too much in The Sims. There's just not a lot of it. There's some of the doorways in Realm of Magic, but really you're at the really hard geometric mercy of the building structures here, which is fine. I tried to give a little bit of curve to that front porch, and we're gonna have a nice like round tower that comes out of like the middle of the house. That you can see I probably took inspiration from one of those AI photos. But yeah, so we're trying to get that. It's going to be a big 4-story monster. I originally wanted smaller floor heights, but as you see, that doesn't quite work out because the windows and stuff really require medium and tall wall heights. But I think we made it work and not feel like the house was way too big for them. Because they still need like a 4 bedrooms, and that does take up a lot of space if you want the bedrooms to be like a nice size, which I tried to do. Yeah, and I tried not to make it just a pure box because I feel like the original house was really boxy. So I tried to give it some bump outs, a couple, almost like a half tower. They'll have a lot of little terraces. And like I said, we go crazy on the windows because that's the whole point of this pack, is those windows are so beautiful. And I feel like that was the only way I could truly get across like the Art Nouveau aspect of this build. So we go crazy. But I think it worked in the end. Hopefully you guys think it did. So we're doing the roofing. I was trying to do some other cool stuff with roofing, but it just didn't work out. So we had to go down to the most simple roofing I could figure out to make it work. Trying to get this wraparound, like a wraparound roof is always a pain in The Sims. If anybody has really good tips on how to get wraparound roofs for these porches, please tell me all about it. Because yeah, I had to make multiple kind of pieces of roofing work for this, but there's got to be a better way, right? But I think it came out okay in the end. We got there. And I was really scared this particular side of the roof was going to cut actually into the build, but it didn't, thank goodness, because I was trying to do some testing with it before and I couldn't figure out how to make it work. But thankfully the Sim deities were on my side this time. But yeah, we kind of get the outside. I definitely built the outside without a care of what the inside was going to look like. I had a vision of what I wanted the outside of this house to look like, and I was like, I'll make the inside work. So the layout inside might be a little interesting, but I think it was fun, and I think we got what we needed out of it. There's plenty of bathrooms. Like I said, there's like 4 bedrooms. It's there's multiple desks and libraries, and I kind of do something special with that very top floor where it's like kind of a secret. There's no stairway there. The spellcasters have to teleport to use it, which is super fun, in my opinion. Now, it's got plenty of room if you want to redo it and add some stairs there, but I didn't. And I didn't really give it a super grand like entryway or anything. To me, this is still very much like a family home. Like, I don't consider the Charm family rich, although to build an Art Nouveau house, you would definitely have to be rich. So again, maybe something in Minerva's past that we don't know about, how she got her money. We don't know what happened to her husband or where he is, or if, if she had a husband, whatever happened. Here's like all the lovely windows. I love the windows to this pack. They are so gorgeous. Just really, really interesting. You do see me like fighting with what shapes I want on the house because I don't want it to feel like too redundant because it's a lot of circles. But there are a lot of nice window options for this pack. They really did give us a bunch of different shapes. So you kind of see me play with almost all of them here. We got the big, because some of the aspects of Art Nouveau are like big bay windows. So we have some of those. So I want to make sure I include those everywhere. And long, narrow windows. And a lot of like the structure on the white, structure on the outside, I don't know, molding, I guess it's called, just was so iconic. And it was the only way I really felt like I could like nod to that architecture style. So I really try to drive the point home, So this one, it's almost like an observatory down there where it has a lot of windows. And I'm really sorry. I always have like kind of this, I don't know, gravel in my voice whenever I start these videos and I start doing a lot of talking. It's just how my voice is. I have a lot of allergies, I guess, and it does that. I was going to lean into this Halloween aspect. I really love this like peachy orange, but I felt like maybe it was too on the nose. So I do end up going for a different color after this, but I wanted a bunch of beautiful like friezes and ornamentation on the house because that kind of leads into some of the Second Empire inspiration. Because the original house being that big, like square, boxy, that's very Second Empire style. So I tried to lean, like, not forget about that, but merge the two to me a little bit better. I wanted to still like have Art Nouveau be in your face. So hopefully that works. I don't really like the Realm of Magic like fences and posts. I tried to use the posts, but to me they were just a little too much. To me, I like using those almost in Get Famous when I need like a super gaudy looking house. I wanted it to have character and be crazy, but not in like a gold gaudy way. I wanted to have a little touch of like, again, whimsy goth or darkness to it. And I wanted the woods to bring back some of that warmth that's in the windows. So we do use like this almost like cherry, bright, warm flooring through the whole house. And these archways. See, I tried to use the archway and I realized my walls aren't tall enough, so I had to make the whole house taller, which I was sad about. I really didn't plan for it to be so tall, but in the end, I think it's okay. I think it does look good. I think having like the friezes, and once I put the, oh no, what's it called? My brain, I'd lost it. These spandrels, there we go. Once I put the spandrels in, I think it helps with the height to not feel so crazy. But a lot of the windows are big and tall. And I liked these square windows, but they didn't have the white, detailing around it. And to me, they kind of don't fit in with everything else. So you see me trading them back out for these long, narrow ones. And I think it looks better, personally. I tried a whole bunch of different windows, trying to see if I could get like white and black and kind of unify the color pattern or color theme a little bit more. And they looked okay, but they didn't feel Art Nouveau. I was like losing the architecture, so I was like, this isn't a suburban family home. This is supposed to feel special. I loved ornamentation on these windows, but I think they were just like too big in comparison. Like, I don't know, I wanted to try something else so badly, but I just said, I don't know. I'm torn because I still really like those windows, but I went back. And I just kept playing and fiddling. I'm like fiddly with builds. I try like a bunch of different things until I like it. I know there's a lot of builders out there that know exactly what they want and what they need, and they've like researched everything, and I'm just like, what's in here? What can I play with? And it is totally like a dollhouse for me. I'm just exploring and experimenting. So my builds do take longer. You'll notice this video is probably almost an hour, and that is at 500 speed. So it takes a little while. This build probably took me about 5 or 6 hours to complete yesterday, but I had a great time doing it. I'm actually pretty proud of this build. You know, comparison is like the thief of joy, so I'm not going to compare it to a lot of better builders out there, but for me to build a house this big and fill it up and have it all feel useful, I was really proud of myself. So enjoy your personal victories, people. I wanted to put dormers because dormers are a huge aspect of like Second Empire and a lot of Art Nouveau. Oh my god, I'm forgetting how to pronounce things. Art Nouveau buildings, but I just couldn't get the dormers to work. My roof is not big enough. My little tower is too big, and I didn't want to compromise on this room because this little room is so special to me. So I went and just tried to give it some ornamentation on the top to make up for the lack of dormers, and I thought that was really cute. So I had to use BB move objects, and I had to use like the 0 and 9 key to move these up and down. So if you do use this lot on the gallery, make sure to have BB move objects on so everything is where it's supposed to be. Like I said, so if you want to find me on the gallery, it should be Sky and Thread Gaming. I'll make sure I list that so you can easily find it later in the video description, and I'll have it available for you guys to download on the gallery if you like it. So like I said, it's just base game and Realm of Magic. So yeah, these stairs too. Roofs and stairs are like the veins of my existence. Because I wanted to kind of tuck the stairs away. A lot of people make like a grand entrance. If I was going to do a grand entrance, I was going to have to make this house like twice as big. And again, I wanted to feel like even though it's a big house, I wanted to feel like a little cozy family home. So, yeah, we have like a little galley kitchen with a nice big window for the afternoon sun or morning sun. I forget which way this Rock Ridge Canyon faces. Building here was also like a problem because of all the big rock mountain faces on the sides. Like it pushes your camera up and away when you're trying to work on like the first floor. It was crazy, but you know, I figured it out. That rock right there on the left, that was a problem. I was so close to the edge of the lot there, but I wanted Minerva to have like her garden area on the right hand side, which you'll see I kind of do at the end of the video. And, yeah, we do a little dining room here with the beautiful windows. And I wanted some windows to be like, you know, just glass or less, not stained glass, you know, less ornamented, just because I feel like if everything was stained glass, it kind of is too much. I'm just testing out that Minerva can get up there and back down real quick. I'll show you a better close-up of that at the end of the video. But yeah, so you can get up there using the teleport spell. For your spellcasters, and I have her little cauldron and her secret room, so anybody else who visits their house doesn't know what they're doing. And that room is slightly different color scheme than the rest of the house. Like I said, I feel like maybe it's full of older things, maybe it's full of like Minerva's like old life before she was a mother, you know, whatever she got up to. I think in the Sims lore there's other stuff for the Charmed family, but I would definitely say go to like Plumbella's channel for the lore, because she's got it. She's who I go see for any Sims lore. People like her are a huge inspiration to me as a simmer and making the game more interesting and more fun. So tell me who your favorite Sims tubers are, because I know there's a whole bunch of channels I still need to check out. But yeah, we are doing the kitchen. I really wanted to find a nice tile that matched, but because we're doing the limited packs here, it was hard, so I think I just go with some bricks. And yeah, I really love that whitewash brick, but it almost looks kind of alpha to me. It doesn't look so Maxis match, so I was like, this doesn't really match. And then I forget that I need a doorway to the next room, so you'll see that where that picture is, that's gonna move here. And I kind of have to fiddle with this bathroom on the first floor, because figuring out the layout I liked for it was a little tough, but we get there. You'll see me the bathrooms in this build, there's like 3 of them, I think. There might even be 4. I think there might be 4. And I do kind of just reuse the same bathroom items for most of them. I kind of mix and match a little bit, but overall they use the same wallpaper and flooring in different colors. So it's a little bit samey there, but at the same time, again, we're working with limited packs and bathrooms. I'm picky about. I like things to look a certain way and be kind of easy for me to use. So you'll see too, there's this bathroom with that bookshelf there. When you pull the walls down to try to use it, you almost couldn't see it but from one angle because the kitchen and that bookshelf and the stairs, it was like really tied in. So I moved that bookshelf so everybody has easier access to the bathroom as a player. That is one thing I really want to work on, is making not the homes just look good, but be easy to play with. Because I think some people forget about that too. I know I do. That when I'm building, I'm just like, oh, I want it to look nice. I want it to look like how I would want to live in a house. But you're playing, a game, and it has to be playable. It has to be easy to like move your Sims around in. So that bathroom that area gets reworked a little bit as I realize it's hard to play. So I'm like, oh yeah, I need this wall open because we need to go in that back room, that back area of the house. And I kind of like that in old houses, it doesn't have an open plan. Like that kitchen, dining room, living room was already pretty open plan. So the rest of the house, I really wanted to have areas that had different walls and like these using those ornate archways to get to different aspects of the house. So I kind of did that. So it's not as open plan as it could be, but again, that works against accessibility and playability sometimes. And then I moved that down so I can make the kitchen a little bit bigger, because the kitchen was pretty tight. So that opens up the kitchen, which I really liked. The bathroom is a little more playable now. It's kind of still hiding the stairs. And yeah, gotta put that wall back. I'm always losing like wallpaper because I'm always adjusting the walls, and then I have to go back and find like places that don't have any wallpaper. It can't just be me, right? And yeah, so the kitchen's a little bit bigger now. You got a little bit more room to play in there. I thought about adding that that like microwave, but maybe the kitchen's still a little squishy for that. And yeah, so I'm kind of looking around, making sure we got everything for this main living area or entry area. I do have another like less formal living area upstairs, so this is kind of like the nice one for guests and to sit around the fire and talk and stuff after a long day. But the one upstairs is less formal, and it's like the true family room of the house. I think it's up on the third floor, I think, because this floor has one bedroom, which I'm assuming this bedroom is probably Daryl's. I gave an extra bedroom that either could be what's her name, Erica, his partner. I gave an extra for that, or say if you're gonna have another kid, if they're gonna have a kid that's still living in this house, you have an extra bedroom, a single bedroom for that. But yeah, there's a red bedroom down here that I feel like is Daryl's, and then there's a blue bedroom upstairs that is Gemma's, and then above that is a white bedroom that is Minerva's. And then yeah, you can have the girlfriend. I feel bad. I feel like her name is Erica though. You can have her stay wherever you want her to, whatever your values tell you to do. Don't let me tell you. So yeah, I wanted to have it so people can play this house however they want, and they have an extra bedroom. And I mean, there's still plenty of room in this house that you could turn other rooms into bedrooms if you wanted to. You can take out bathrooms and reuse those areas. There's plenty of room for that. I like to have a bathroom. Like if I have 4 Sims, I like to have at least 3 bathrooms, because the Sims go to work, they come home all about the same time, and they're all having to relieve themselves or clean themselves or something. So I find I need almost as many bathrooms as I have Sims to make it work. But that's just me. And I feel like, most nice houses are going to have that. At least, one and a half almost for every bedroom. And I think there's 2 ensuite bathrooms and 2 standard bathrooms. I could have done 3 ensuite. I'm not sure. We'll see as I get there. I wanted to make this purple bed work in here, but the purples was like a little too dark to match it exactly. And I couldn't find a good tone in the lighter purples that I was happy with. So we go red, which is fine. So it makes this like a very fiery, masculine kind of, or romantic, depending on how you feel about red. Bedroom. I also play with that layout like a lot. I change all the doors to the normal magic doors because I realized the other ones didn't match as much as I like. And then finding stairs that matched was another another battle. I could not get something that made me happy. I think I finally get close enough that I'm like, okay, well, I'll live. But, I just wish the Sims would make woods match. For every wood tone, you need to give me a stair that matches every floor. I need it. I don't care. This is why I use CC. Alright, I'm just checking over the house, making sure I'm happy with the windows, where everything is, make sure I didn't miss any curtains. I really do like the way the Realm Magic curtains really fit on those windows. I feel like not all the packs have curtains that really do that. Then again, I don't have all the packs, so let me not speak too much. And I'm working on her little magic room upstairs when I find furniture that goes up there. So I do hop around a little bit with that room. Specifically, I try not to do it too much, but I can't help myself. So hopefully the build's not too crazy. And then I decided to move the bed over there. I liked it better in the window. In real life, I would not want the windows right above my head so the sun shines on my face. But in The Sims, I just think it looks very nice. The beautiful rays coming through the window. And I love the Realm of Magic beds. I think I'm checking that my windows, as I've moved them, look okay on the outside. And just changing pictures and moving around lights. Every once in a while, I will go into live mode just to make sure things look the same. That lights and stuff look exactly the same and are working as intended. So sometimes I jump back and forth. And I tried not to go over budget too much. I think I go like 20,000 over the original cost of this house. But not too bad, surprisingly. I mean, I tried to make sure that they had some money to live with after that, but probably not very much. And moving along, almost done with this first floor here. I feel like this one took me the longest because I had to include the most. I like having the dining set right next to the kitchen. I like having a place where Sims can sit down or nap right by the door when they get home and they're almost out, they're going to pass out. I just find for gameplay, some of that stuff really works best for me. Maybe it's not exactly the way most houses look, but for me as a game, in the type of game that I play, that's how I like it. You guys can let me know what you think. Like I said, I put another living situation upstairs, so Sims can be up there too. And I liked having a bedroom downstairs in case you do have a baby or something and you need them, they can't go up and down the stairs yet. You want a nursery, you have room for a nursery. And yeah, now we're up on the second floor. I have to get fiddly with the stairs to the third floor, so you see me working on that. I have to change the entryway to this terrace, this balcony out here. And then yeah, I liked having the archway coming out of the stairs right there. Now I don't have to worry about, there's so many aspects to stair railing I don't like inside. I don't like how it like hides in a wall and just pops out at the top. I don't know. There's a lot of ways for me it doesn't like match up where it's supposed to. So if I can hide the stairs behind walls and stuff, I generally do that. I'm trying to make this area work, but I think I'll redo the stairs one more time. I wanted to have both sets of stairs double wide, so like multiple Sims can go up and down the stairs and they're not blocking each other. But I think for third floor I go single wide, just because I can't fit them in this corner the way I would like to. I'm trying to make it look nice and flow, you know how it is. And then trying to find what wallpaper I like up here. I think I do start everything in the same like brown color, but you see me changing my mind on this room in particular a lot because that stone center is like that gray and blue, and it's gray and blue, just different variations of gray. So then I wanted to have a magic cauldron that matched it, but they don't have any that like truly match it. Like this one to me was the closest, but it still has like gold on it. And yeah, so I really wanted to use this runic stone inlay as the inspiration for this room, and I really wanted to match it as much as I could. So yeah, here I am fighting with all the different colors to like go a little bit better with it in here. And again, to me, Minerva's kind of colors, they're green, but they're also gray and black. Like, I keep playing that up. I don't know. It's just an aspect that makes this family interesting for me. I don't know if you guys like to build headcanon to make different families in this game more interesting for you to play, but that's how it works for me. Of course, I have to leave the windows brown so they match with the rest of the house because I wasn't about to change all the windows to black just to match this room. So that's the only aspect maybe maybe some curtains or something could make that match a little bit better, but I wasn't going to cover it up. So you guys can tell me what you think, if that could have been improved upon. I liked it still, but sometimes the inside of the house and the outside of the house have to fight, and one of them has to win. I'm not there yet to where I can make that all work perfectly through the whole house, but I think good enough. Yeah, we're moving these stairs. Again, I keep trying to make these like too wide stairs work, and it's not. So I'm fighting. I finally think I give up here. And I always have to take the stairs like outside of the house to work them around. I don't know if it's easier for other people to do it inside, but I definitely need to do it outside. And I just give a little pillar here to kind of make the wall feel like it doesn't just come to an abrupt end. I think I do that downstairs too. And then we do some beds. Like I said, I have a single one in here. You can make that Gemma's room. You can make that Erica's room. I hope I'm getting her name right. I'm going to have to check after this and put it on the screen if I'm messing it up every time I say it. But yeah, so this one's the blue room. And then I think I go with like the gray from the purple and gray to make this this purple bed work. I really love the purple bed, but finding wallpaper. Oh, okay, yeah, I think I just went neutral. I don't even think that was truly gray. It was kind of grayish, I guess. And I wasn't sure if I should have brought that down the stairs or what, because one thing I hate with the stairs too is if the wallpaper has that like crown molding, it creates a harsh line on the stairwell where you wouldn't normally have that. But finding a version of the same wallpaper that matches without the molding, like they don't have it. So you just have to like live with it. Put some sconces. I tried not to make everything super rely on overhead lighting, but the bathrooms I do use the like the recessed like tiny ultra powerful lights just because I don't like having dim bathrooms. That's just maybe a personal thing. I'm trying to get these windows to line up. But I don't know if that's anybody else. How do you feel about bathrooms? Do you care if they're like dim from wall sconces, or do you like the overhead lights in your bathrooms? I feel like most people like the overhead lights in the bathrooms. So, and my bathrooms are so tiny. They only need like one. They only need like one overhead light, and they're good to go. Yeah, I mean, everybody pretty much has the same dressers and the same kind of desks and stuff. I think here I tried to put in a different one just to mix it up. And the same like little crystal lights and stuff. I tried not to go into debug for that kind of stuff too much, but in my mind, the Crystal Creations would be the next pack I brought into this house for sure. I gave them like a little bar instead of the woodworking table. I can't remember if I gave them back the woodworking table in a different area, but I was like, you know what? This is the first floor is for kind of entertaining, so let's go ahead and give them the bar instead. But I do try to give them some stuff for skills. You know, I give them the telescope. I give them an exercise bag, lots of pots for plants for Minerva everywhere. She's gonna have again her little garden set up in the outside. And yeah, oh yeah, okay, I could put the woodworking back. Oh no, I don't. I think I changed my mind. I gave them exercise instead, and a little outdoor chess table. I think in another room I gave them a game table up on that third floor in their true living room. Yeah, so I tried to give them stuff to do. I wasn't sure where to put these pots because I was like, this is a long, empty front porch. Again, I have to go through every color and see which one I like the best. I know I know a lot of people know, you know, they don't care as much and they just pick one and it's fine. But I always feel like I gotta make sure I don't like one. I could have missed one I liked. It could have been the perfect one and I didn't look. And yeah, it's annoying, but that's who I am. So yeah, I don't think I put too many plants around inside this house, even though looking back, maybe I should have put more. But again, I was trying to be pretty sparse with decorations and not go overboard, but not let the house feel empty either. And man, finding rugs that match these bedrooms, that was something else, I tell you. You don't have that many to choose from, but I mean, I'm just so used to playing with like loads and gobs of CC that this was a true test, going back to like using just mostly base game and one pack. And I tried, you know, if I could use Realm of Magic, I tried to use it. You know, I would go back and try to use it as my first option, and then if I truly didn't like it, I would use something from base game. But yeah, I figured this room would be a good option to have like a little office or a little personal computer in there, since they only had the single bed. So yeah, you can kind of do whatever you want. I tried to give you guys some options. And I like these striped rugs. I've tried to use them a couple places, but they just feel maybe too modern, I think, is my problem. I couldn't figure out why I didn't like them as much. And then I used like that cute little dining table. I wanted to see if I could fit it downstairs when I found it. I was like, oh, there's a real dining table, but it seems too big for downstairs, so I just use it as a hallway table instead. And then I put all these little display cases. I probably should have put a little wand holder. I forgot that they have like a little wand display case until like the very end, and it was like too late. So I was like, oops. Well, I guess if you guys play, you guys could add it. I thought the grandfather clock out in the main little room was a nice touch. But yeah, this one is more just like a big open hallway there. There's not too much. But yeah, this room I think is where I put the little gaming table and stuff, art easel. Just a few things tucked away. And then finally we're up to the third level. Like I said, I had to do this in like 2 different parts where I had to take a break for like dinner and come back and finish this build. So I think I did the bottom and then I came back and did this top floor. I forgot that those little like in the wall dressers or wardrobes are actually like get to work. I was really hoping there was a base game version because I wanted to give her a built-in, but I did not. So she had to have her wardrobe kind of back in the edge there, but it still worked out. I think it looks okay. She gets obviously the biggest bedroom. I'm giving her. So I guess it's like 3 en-suites and then the main bathroom on the bottom. Oh no, that one's not an ensuite. Okay, cool. So no, sorry, it is 2 and 2. But yeah, I tried to make sure everybody has bathrooms everywhere and access. And these little square bathrooms are so much easier to work with than like the long narrow ones I've been building. But I also wanted to give variety in like the shape of the bathrooms because I couldn't give you variety in like the bathroom items themselves. So yeah, these upper floors are much more simplified, I guess, in that there's not as much stuff going on as there is on that base floor, so it was a lot easier to do them. And I guess designing them went a little bit faster. But yeah, I figured her stuff is like very pristine. Like I said, I tried to give her just nice, classic, clean looking stuff for Minerva up here on the top floor. Like I said, her very large bedroom. I did try to keep it too, like, I know part of the Sims reason they build the way they do is because they want it to load fast. They want your Sims to be able to access everything easily. And they know it's going to be a game starter for you, so you're not going to have a lot of money moving in to buy or deal with a lot of items, or give you the option to like sell all these items to get a lot of money right away, even though I think they should, but that's just me. But I know that's kind of the idea behind some of it, but it just makes some of their builds look crazy, like absolutely insane. And I think it's like the last thing, well, now that they have Simmers doing it, it's not the last thing, but before it felt like it was like the last thing they did. They would make like these great townies. They would do all this cool gameplay, and then it was like I had to add money there, and then they would put like 0 effort into the homes, like none. And it's just like, why? You put at least some effort into everything else, and then like it was like you're like, we're not builders, we don't care. But you have all these great build items that you don't show off how they're meant to be used. So I don't know. I don't know why they're like this. So hopefully you can let me know. Did I improve this home? Do you think that this is a more useful house for this family? I think it is. But, like I said, as far as building, I've still got a long way to go. I'm happy with this house. Again, like I said, it's probably one of the best builds I've done so far, so I'm glad to see like improvement in myself. But I got a ways to go. I'm not the best builder out there, and I definitely want to keep learning. So, I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm repetitive about that, but I also want to encourage people to we're quick to put ourselves down if we think we do something badly, but I think people are told not to cheer for themselves, and you got to be your biggest cheerleader. Trust me, no one else is going to do it for you. You got to do it. And I gave them like a little radio, so they had room to dance, a little TV up here, and a nice little green couch, because again, Minerva likes green. It matches kind of the outside of the house. And, we're coming to the end here. I wanted to have like a lot of bookshelves, but I think it was too much. So, I take some away, I think. And I think it looks a little cleaner. And then one more thing on this wall. I forget what I put. Oh yeah, another desk. I don't think I put a computer though. I just gave them like an empty desk. And then we go to her garden. I wanted to just make it a nice little simple wrought iron fence. And a little bit of landscaping. Landscaping is also something I tend to go really simple. Like, It's probably my least favorite part of building, which means I definitely need to spend more time doing it. But I think that it looked okay. It was cute. It's got room for you to add your own touch. I'll put it that way. But I do try to do some terrain. I give them like a little barbecue and a little picnic table so they can eat outside when the weather's nice. And obviously if you want to build a covering for the garden area, you certainly can. That's why I kind of gave some pots for the covered plants can come on the terraces and what have you, and then you can have like your outdoor stuff. That's how I kind of pictured it anyway. And kind of the area where you can see that they hang out a lot. And yeah, just some trees again. I could have used debug to cut the cost down and stuff, but we only went over budget a little bit. We went more like 20,000 over budget. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Well, we'll see after I finish these rocks. I forgot. I tried to be fancy and give you guys a little bit of some rocks to cover the edge of the path there. I always see people doing that, like around their gardens and stuff with the rocks. So I was like, okay, let's see if I can give the people what they want. I mean, it does give a nice look. I'm not gonna lie, it looks really nice and clean. So yeah, we try to make that look pretty nice and straight, the best I could anyway. Like, I hope this is a straight line. I don't even know. Yeah, and I'm just checking, and again, I'm making sure she can get up here. Yeah, I went ahead and, showed off Minerva using her room as intended. And I'm going to go ahead and include a little walkthrough of the finished house. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and let me know what you think. Have a great day. See you next week.